Okay, so let's begin today by bringing our right leg in. Just give it a little squeeze, move it around a little bit. Just opening up the hip, feeling the muscles in the leg, feeling the back, the front of the hip. And then let's do a simple twist here. So we'll extend the right arm to the right and let's guide the right knee to the left, looking to the left. So I actually intended to do the breathing, the yogic breathing, but we'll do that in a moment. It's not necessary for this right now, so it's fine. So just noticing what your body feels as you come into this first twist, right? Does this feel good? Is this easy? Do you feel maybe restriction in your breathing, or is there pain somewhere in your body? And again, just bringing that into awareness. You don't have to do anything with the information. You don't need to get upset about anything that is coming up here. Just try and notice. Okay, so let's inhale back to center and we exhale, right leg down. Let's bring the left leg in, same idea here. We're just gonna pull it in, move it around a little bit. Feel into that hip and that leg. So what do you feel? Where do you feel it? Maybe you know the origin, right? If you worked out a lot over the weekend, maybe you feel sore in a certain area that you worked. But sometimes there are feelings you don't know where they came from, sensations you just don't know. Okay, and then again, we'll just bring that knee down in the opposite direction. So again, I've been sharing more and more about my personal experience on the mat because I feel like it may be valuable for others. So this side, twisting this direction, is less comfortable for me. There's more sensation. I could say more pain. I don't know that it's, really that painful, but I definitely feel more. I feel more resistance in my body. And it's very common that our bodies are like that. One side is easier than the other. Okay, let's inhale that leg back up and we exhale, release it. So let's begin our yogic breathing. Again, usually we would have done this already. So inhale, fill belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Okay, so that's called three-part yogic breathing. And in yoga, we call it dirga. And it's also known as complete yogic breath. So it has lots of names, same technique. We'll layer one more technique, which is Ujjayi. Ujjayi in English sometimes is called ocean breath, but Ujjayi actually translates as victory breath. Okay, so Ujjayi is like fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. So in yoga, these are called pranayamas, and one definition of pranayama is breath control or breath restraint. Now, what restraining or controlling the breath does for us is it actually restrains and controls the reactivity in our nervous system. Why is that important? Because if this class is successful, at least most of us will be brought to a point within one of the postures where maybe we want to react. We want to come out of the pose. We want to take a child pose. We want to scream or yell or cry, whatever it might be. What we're trying to cultivate is equanimity. And so controlling the breath, controlling the nervous system helps us do that. Okay? All right, so let's bring our legs in, give them a little squeeze, and let's do just a tiny bit of core activation here. And since we're twisting today, we'll do a little twist. So hands interlace behind the head, and just support your head with your hands. You're not pulling or yanking, but supporting the head. So there's a little bit of support for the head and neck. So the head and neck are both very heavy. Okay, and then we take a nice deep breath, right elbow, left knee, right leg straight, heel just above the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So these are called yogic bicycles. Now, my recommendation is slow it down, both your breath and the movement. So really luxuriate in the physical experience that you're having. Having a body, having a physical experience is a gift, even a horrific experience. I know that may not make sense to some of you, but I'm just really sharing my experience that even quote-unquote bad experiences are very rich experiences. They are experiences that we can grow from and learn from and expand from. So many of us, I think, approach life that, okay, my purpose in life is to minimize discomfort and maximize pleasure. But in my experience, what I actually want is to maximize my ability to experience life, both the pleasant and the unpleasant. So we're just trying to open ourselves up here. Good. So hopefully you can do enough of these to begin to feel some fatigue in your abdominals. Okay. Once we feel that, what we'd like to do is take the elbow to the knee and hold. Not holding your breath, but just hold the pose. See if you can feel that burning in the abdominals. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Very uncomfortable, right? I feel it too. So again, how do we try and escape the discomfort? What sorts of thoughts come into our mind? Just notice. Good. Inhale back to center. And let's exhale up to seated. From there, coming forward to tabletop, hands and knees. And let's do a little bit of cat-cow here. So this is a very simple warm-up for the spine and the back. Inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, crown of the head up. Exhale, tuck tailbone, round the back, crown of the head down. Good. Once you feel you've warmed up the spine, tuck those toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Pedal it out, stretch the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Make sure your breathing is still high quality breathing. Still using the techniques, breathing slowly, deeply, mindfully. Let's take a breath or two in our down dog. And with an exhale, we walk our feet to the hands, coming into a ragdoll. Then with arms relaxed, we'll inhale and roll up to standing, stacking ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and heels. Let's do a few rounds of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. So bring the feet to touch if you're able to, otherwise up to hip distance is okay. Inhale, arms up, touch palms, lift the heart, and try and stretch the front of your body from the pubic bone through the chin. As you exhale, release into a forward fold. Bring the palms flat, bending the knees as much as necessary to do that. On the inhale, come to your fingertips or take hands to shins as you lengthen and straighten the spine. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot and then the left foot to the top of a push-up. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and heels should align. Make sure that the wrists are directly below the shoulders and the shoulders are active. Let's take a deep breath. We'll drop the knees for this first push-up and come just about halfway down. All right, and we should be able to hold that for a breath or two. If not, then this is something you might want to work on between classes. Exhale, let's come the rest of the way down. And as we inhale, lift the hands, head, neck, and chest. So if you were here last week, I mentioned that this is going to be just your back strength, okay? So we're just using our back strength here. Now, if we place the hands on the ground and push into them, we can begin to use our arms to go deeper into flexibility. But just keep the hips down for this cobra. Okay, there's a version of it called King Cobra where the hips lift up, but we're just not there yet. Let's exhale, come on down. We push back to a tabletop and then tuck the toes, returning to the down dog. Check your breathing. It should not have deviated that much. Still deep, rhythmic, slow. From here, we'll inhale to the toes as we fill the lungs. Let's exhale to the front edge of the mat. We inhale to standing back bend. And let's add a side stretch. So we grab the right wrist and exhale, pulling ourselves over, stretching the right side of the body. And then we inhale through center and we take the other side. This is called half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Okay. Okay, let's inhale back through center. We exhale to our forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And then let's alternate. So left foot and then right, top of the push-up. We don't always want to do the same side first all the time, okay? All right, from here, let's take a nice deep breath. And if you're able to, keep the knees up this time, but same action in the arms. Again, I should be able to hold this for a few moments at least. And then inhale, straighten arms and legs for the upward dog. In up dog, you actually want your knees off the ground. So again, cobra, the hips are down, knees are down, and then in up dog, knees are up, hips are up off the ground. Exhale, pull both feet in, lift the hips up and back, return to your down dog, and take a breath. So hopefully you're already beginning to feel warmed up. I certainly am. Just a few of those, I begin to feel the internal heat breathing, or rather the internal heat building. Okay, one more. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, front edge of the mat. Inhale, standing back bend up and back. Exhale, stretch the right side. Inhale, center. Stretch the left side as you exhale. Inhale, center. And exhale, sit back into an imaginary seat for your chair pose. So again, this is a very good posture for building strength physically, okay? But then there's another component in yoga, which is the energetic effect of the postures. So this creates what we call tapas. All right, tapas is, you can think of it as an intensity, like an inner fire that's building. And if you're doing this right, you feel it right now. You're feeling it. That's what's making you maybe say internally, oh, I don't like this. I want to come out of it. It's the intensity. Many of us learn to avoid, again, intensity in life, right? It's uncomfortable. I'm getting out of here. So just please notice if that's coming up for you. In a sense, it's by design, right? So can we just learn to relax into the intensity without having to run away from it? Can we let it build? Use our breath, build that fire. And the more that we do that, the more, again, sort of it purifies us, not just physically. Yoga is not just about your body. It's about your heart, your mind. It's psychological. So the more I can stay here, let that build, the more I'm purifying heart, body, mind, spirit. Okay, let's inhale back up, deep breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, and if you're able to, exhale, bottom of your push-up. Inhale, up dog. You can do a cobra here as well. And if you're able, do a push-up on your way back to down dog. Again, man, woman, young, old, we should all be able to do some push-ups. So again, if you can't, it's not that you're a bad person or you need to feel bad. It's just a health thing. You want to be able to do that for your own health and well-being. So try and work on that. Okay, great work, everybody. Let's bring our feet to touch. We'll inhale the right leg up and back. Let's do some hip circles. So we just move that knee around. Now, when I teach this live, I see people doing this all the time. What is this? I get that they're circles, but those are tiny circles. You're not using your hip joint. So pull that knee in, out as far as you can go, back behind. Put some muscle into it. Do a few in each direction. That's what's going to let you feel the condition of your hip and your muscles, not little circles like this, okay? It's not going to do anything for you, all right? All right, deep breath in, exhale, lunge. I'm going to turn just so I can continue facing the camera. So inhale to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, okay? So again, I've been teaching a long time. I don't really take much for granted anymore. I know many of you come every week, you're experienced. We're still going to go over the basics here. So front foot and knee, straight ahead, pointing straight ahead. I see this all the time in class, looks like that. Okay? You need that knee over your heel. All right, for your own sake, this is not going to strengthen your front leg, which is the intention of this. So if I'm here, yeah, it's a lot easier, working a lot less hard, but is that the purpose of the class, to not work hard? If it was, you just go on the couch. So try and get that thigh to approach parallel with the ground and the knee over the heel, pointing straight ahead. The pelvis, the chest are facing the left. The back leg is straight, firmly planted. We don't want these toes pointing backward, okay? So straight ahead or angled in. And then reaching the fingertips out, arms stay raised. Again, I see this all the time in class. The posture is asking you to find strength. So if you are not someone who's used to feeling strong in life, backing away from challenge, again, that's uncomfortable, I'm going to avoid it, then see if you can stay with your arms raised as it becomes uncomfortable. Try and breathe, try and relax. Let that sensation just be. Notice that you don't have to run away from it. You don't. You really don't. Okay, so just breathing through it, any discomfort that arises here. Now, of course, if it's ever a question of safety, you come out immediately. But for most of us, it's not about safety. It's about avoiding discomfort. All right, deep breath, exhale, cartwheel down, bottom of the push-up. Make your way to down dog. So life is full of discomfort. We all know that. And there's a very valuable skill to be learned by learning how to be present with discomfort. And that's something we can learn in this class. Okay, feet touch. Inhale, left leg, bend the knee, hip circles, right? Big circles in the air. A few in each direction. Just really articulate that hip joint. Then take a deep breath, exhale, lunge, and then inhale to your Warrior 2. So again, I doubt this is new for any of you. As you hold it, try and regulate your breathing and try and notice the reactivity, again, in the body, the heart, the mind. As it begins to become a little bit uncomfortable, where do you go, right? What is your go-to solution to the discomfort? Is it to stay with it, to push through it, to avoid it, to run away from it, to blame others like me, saying, oh, he's holding this way too long. This is the worst class ever. This is what we tend to do. Very rarely are we encouraged to just stay with it, to be with it, to embrace the discomfort. So let's see if we can do that today for our own good, our own benefit, feeling that strength that we may not have known we even had. All right, good. Deep breath, exhale, cartwheel down, bottom of the push-up. Now again, if you lack strength, it does not make you a bad person. I don't want you to feel bad or guilty, but strength is something we all need. Again, man, woman, young, old, we should be able to be strong when we need to be. Okay, let's inhale toes, exhale front edge of the mat. We inhale standing back bend up and back. And let's exhale hands to the heart. And we'll take a twist over to the right. So I'm going to mirror you. This is my left, but it should be your right. Okay, hips are down, spine is long. Now, you can stay here if you really feel like you can't do any more. But if you feel like you can, let's just open up those arms on the inhale and then exhale, hands to the ground about shoulder width. This is called side crow, parsva. Okay, looking up, I can have 1 point of contact at the knee or 2 points, one at the knee and one at the hip. Okay, looking up and not down, I shift weight off the feet and onto the arms, coming into the side crow. Okay, now this is a pose we break down in another class, but we're doing it here today as a warm-up for what we'll do later. Now, if what we do later is not accessible to you, then work on your side crow. And if you can't do side crow yet, work on that, okay, when we get there later. Because what we do later will be more difficult. Let's try the other side. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to heart. Let's twist first, right? So it's a twist, just like I said, this class is about twisting. Inhale, open those arms, and see if you can twist and strengthen the upper body at the same time. Again, that's called side crow, parsva. It's something we do not infrequently in this class. So again, if you stick around, it's something we'll come back around to and we'll break it down more in a future class. All right, beautiful work, everybody. Let's go ahead and return to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up, deep breath in, and exhale, forward fold. We inhale, half lift, and exhale, bottom of the push-up. And make your way to down dog. Okay, so continuing on, feet touch. We inhale, right leg up and back. And then let's exhale that knee to the right arm as high as we can. Inhale, lift. Exhale, try and make contact, knee, nose, or chin. Inhale. And exhale as high up the opposite arm as you can manage. Good. Inhale that leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. And then inhale again to a warrior two. Now let's create a very simple flow by adding stupa. So we inhale to this, it's just a transition, and then we exhale to warrior two at the back of the mat. Right? Very simple two-position flow. And remember, the purpose with flow is to repeat and possibly deepen what we're getting out of the active posture. So again, stupa is not active, but warrior two is active. So what do I feel? Can I deepen that? Okay, let's come into warrior two facing front, and then we'll take a reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Okay, so I'm reaching up and back, and I'm adding a side stretch here. Now, this leg, or left arm rather, can rest on the leg, and you can reach up and grab. I like to do that because it intensifies the stretch. Now again, when I teach this live, I see this all the time. I didn't say straighten that knee, right? We still want to work that thigh. We're just adding. We're not taking away something in the lower body. Okay, so we're adding a side stretch, waist, ribs, breathing into it. Good. Let's inhale up and exhale, bottom of the push-up, make your way back to downward dog. Okay, side two, feet touch. We inhale left leg. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Inhale. And opposite arm. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lunge. And inhale, warrior two. Take a breath. Then inhale, stupa. And exhale, warrior two. And then just with the breath. Now again, the body learns through repetition. Ask any accomplished musician, how did you learn to do what you do? And they will say practice, or they will say I played a lot, right? It's not, no one picks up an instrument and is brilliant without repetition, okay? So we repeat the movement a few times and then we'll add. So we come into our reverse or peaceful warrior, okay? Again, you can reach up and intensify the stretch by grabbing the arm and actively pulling back. Try looking up and don't forget the lower body, right? So again, look at my knee. It's over that heel, this thigh is coming toward parallel. I'm not doing this, right? Again, I see this all the time in class. Good, let's inhale up. We exhale, cartwheel down, bottom of the push-up. Make your way to down dog. Okay, inhale to your toes, exhale, front edge of the mat. Let's inhale to standing. And as you exhale, come into chair pose and bring the right elbow under the left, palms in front of the face, or grab shoulders, right? This is the full expression. This is if you can't do that. Then inhale the right knee over the left and just wrap that around, okay? And then you're sinking down into that. And this is Eagle Garudasana. Now, again, when I teach this, sometimes I see people doing this. Maybe they learned that in another class. But what we want to do is keep those shoulders up and back. We drop the hips down, drop the elbows down, and that creates a kind of compression in the legs and the arms, shoulders, hips, those areas, okay? So we're not folding in half. I'm not sure what this does. I don't think it does anything, to be honest with you. So keep those shoulders back and just drop down like so, okay? So compression, not folding in half. All right, let's inhale back up, deep breath in, let it go. And then side two, left under right, and then left over right. So again, watch me. I'm up here, so it's kind of like an accordion or something. I'm just coming down, compressing. I'm not folding in half, which again, I don't feel anything much happening. Whereas when I come down like this, I can feel the compression in my joints, in my shoulders, in my hips. Good. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, forward fold. Make your way back to downward dog. All right, nice work, everyone. We're about halfway through the standing series. Let's bring feet to touch. We'll inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, knee to opposite arm. Kick it out. Inhale, fallen triangle pose. Lift the hips, open the heart. Make sure your right shoulder is engaged. Breathe. Good. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale. Good. Inhale, stupa. Exhale, warrior two at the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, stupa. And exhale, warrior two, front of the mat. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, back up, stupa. Exhale, warrior two at the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, stupa. Exhale, warrior two at the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale to extended side angle. Okay, so you can rest the elbow on the knee. This hand, your left hand, is reaching away from your left heel. So again, it's called extended side angle. Okay, parsva konasana. So heel reaching into the ground, the tips of the fingers away, shoulder back. Notice the length here on my right side. Okay, so long angle, right? That's not this, that's something else. And if you have the limbs, you can try binding this posture here. Just keep that left shoulder back. All right, good. Let's inhale back and exhale, cartwheel down, bottom of the push-up. Make your way to downward dog. Side two, feet touch. Inhale left. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, opposite. Kick it out. Inhale, fallen triangle. Good. Exhale the hand to the ground. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. And then inhale to warrior two. Take a breath. Inhale, stupa. And exhale, warrior two at the back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch your side. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Just with the breath, you inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. And repeat. Good. As we come to face forward, this time we'll exhale again into our extended side angle. You might have to adjust your legs a little bit. That's fine. Okay, so you're reaching, again, that nice long side there. And then you may want to bind. Might make sense for your body, okay? In which case you're welcome to do that. All right. Let's inhale up and then exhale bottom of the push-up. Make your way back to down dog. We're in the home stretch now. So let's inhale toes, exhale front edge of the mat. Let's take another look at eagle. So inhale up, garudasana. And then exhale, bend those knees. Again, right under left. And then inhale right over left. Now what we'd like to see, with the arms. Let's just bring our hands to the heart like this, okay? We're going to add a twist to the posture, literally. So this is parsva garudasana, rotated eagle. So let's rotate to the right and see if we can get our elbow on the outside of this thigh. And then we use that for leverage to push ourselves back into the twist. You can see how challenging it is for me to maintain balance as I do that. It is challenging, that's the point, okay? I think sometimes people think because I'm teaching the class, that means all of this is easy for me. It's not. I may be able to do most of these things most of the time. That doesn't equal easy. Just because I can do something, it doesn't mean it's easy. Let's try the other side. So inhale up, deep breath in, and then same thing on the other side, okay? Again, sorry. Let's bring our hands to the heart, and we use that to create that leverage in the twist. Very challenging twist this is, okay? So instead of quitting, see if you can rise to the challenge. What does that mean? Do your best. It doesn't mean you're doing it perfectly. It doesn't mean it's how you want it to be, but it means that for today, this is the best, the absolute best that you can do. All right, so let's inhale back up, deep breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, bottom the push-up. You make your way to the downward dog. Okay, so just one more set of standing postures here. Spring feet to touch. We inhale, right leg. Exhale to the arm. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, opposite. Inhale, fallen triangle. And then exhale, hips and hands to the ground. Bend both knees to right angles. And then come to your forearms. All right, like a sphinx or a seal. Now, hopefully you can see my body is twisting. My hips are facing left, but my chest is facing the ground. To deepen the twist, I try and get my chest to face the right side of the room, okay? So that I bring my left shoulder down, right palm to left palm, and then hopefully you can see them. You know, it's not very deep. This is about as much as I have twisting. But this is, again, my best for today. Maybe tomorrow will be different. Okay, so it's like I'm trying to open my chest up to the right wall. Very deep twist. Again, we're squeezing lots of tissue in our spine, in our torso. We're pushing those toxins out. All right, beautiful. Let's return our hands to the ground. We straighten out those legs. Inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale the hand down. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. And then inhale to warrior two. Okay, so let's put it all together here. So we inhale, stupa. Exhale, warrior two at the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, stupa. Exhale, front of the mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, warrior two. Let's do that whole thing, both sides of the mat again. Stupa, inhale, front of the mat, right? Inhale, reverse, exhale, extend, inhale, reverse, and then this time, exhale, hands to heart, take the left elbow over your right thigh. I'm just going to turn again so I can continue facing the camera, okay? And we take this nice, deep, extended side angle twist, okay? So again, notice my hands, they're directly between my elbows. I'm pressing my right shoulder back, I'm looking up. Crown of the head is long, right? And then again, some people will be able to bind here. I'm not one of those people. I don't have particularly long arms. But some people with long arms and a thin thigh and thin torso may be able to. And just because you can bind, it doesn't make you better than anyone else. It Just because you can't bind, it doesn't make you any worse than anybody else, okay? So we just do the best we can, whatever that looks like, taking some breaths here. And then one way out of this is an arm balance called Ekapada Kondinasana the second. We've done that in other classes. So if you know it, you can drop your hands, straighten both legs, okay, do the arm balance, and then shoot back to the bottom of your push-up and make your way to down dog. If you've never seen that before, then I wouldn't try it for the first time today. We'll break it down in another class. Okay, side two, feet touch, inhale left, exhale knee to arm. Inhale, knee to nose. Inhale, knee to opposite. Inhale, fallen triangle, and exhale to the auspicious twist. Remember, for some of you, this will be far enough, and then for others, you'll want to take it a little deeper. Okay, so let's unwind now. Inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale the hand down. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Good. So second time, we're going to repeat that same sequence. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two at the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Good. With the breath. Both sides of the mat again. Making your way back to the front. So inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to heart. Elbow over the thigh. Again, I'm going to turn just so I can keep facing you. Okay, and we take a nice deep twist. You can notice I pivoted my back heel off the ground. I think most people will need to do that, if not everybody. Okay. So again, just really trying to maximize that twist. Breathing there. And then again, to exit, you have the option to add a little upper body strengthening, right? So hands to the ground, straighten the legs, and then you can shoot back from there to the bottom of your push-up. All right, everyone, as we often do, we try and work up to something that's going to put a lot of what we worked on together in a very challenging posture. Now, again, the point of the class is not to be able to do the challenging posture. Challenging posture is almost an excuse for us to move our body. So you've already gotten so much benefit. You don't have to accomplish this next step to get the benefit, and you haven't failed if you don't, okay? However, you should try it, okay? So let's take a look at it. We come to the front of the mat, and we do what we've already done. So we inhale up, hands to heart, bend the knees. Inhale right over left. Exhale, take a nice deep twist. Okay, now from there, inhale, open arms. Carefully bring yourself, it's a little bit of a controlled fall. Come to the ground, and then see if you can turn it into an arm balance. Now, if this is not for you, repeat side crow. Work on your side crow, okay? because basically what we're doing is a more challenging version of side crow. Great for those who've mastered side crow, not good for people who can't do side crow yet. So again, repetition, repetition, repetition. Practice will make progress. I don't really believe in perfection. So practice will make progress. All we're looking for is progress. So practice side crow if you don't have it yet. Let's do the other side. Inhale up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart and the knees. Inhale, left over right. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, carefully. Again, it's a bit of a controlled fall. Hands to the ground, legs rest on the arm. So can you see? It's like a side crow, but my legs are all twisted up. It's a deeper twist as well, okay? So again, the key is you've just done your personal best. One nice thing about the online class is you can't see what anyone else is doing except for me. So you can't really compare yourself to others. In class, a lot of times people do that, and it's just better to be in your own practice, in your own space. So as long as you did your best, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. That's all we're looking for here. Notice if there's a sense of pride because you were able to do it. Notice if there's a sense of shame if you weren't. Again, this is just all about awareness. All right, everyone. Let's come on to our back. Relax. Take a few breaths. If you're still here, and you did everything the best of your ability, then again, congratulations. Nice work. Let's bring our legs in, give them a good squeeze. We'll make some circles, rock side to side. And then let's just finish with a nice relaxing twist. So extend those arms, knees to the left, look to your right. Close your eyes, let your breath be natural. Good. Inhale, knees through center. Let's exhale them off to the other side. Good. Let's inhale, knees back through center. Grabbing the soles of feet for happy baby. And then unwinding for your final relaxation. Again, I know many of you are taking a break from work. If you absolutely have to skip the relaxation, by all means, but if at all possible, set a timer for 6 minutes and try and just relax on your back in perfect stillness for those 6 minutes. And that will actually help you get the most out of the rest of your day after doing the practice. If you've ever experienced like feeling riled up or anxious or really lethargic or tired, if you've ever found yourself at some extreme after doing the class, that's likely because you didn't take the relaxation. Okay, so it is a very important part of the practice. If you can avoid skipping it, I recommend that you do.